Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for December 2021. We have an action-packed December, Cancer. Strap yourself in, there's a lot going on. Okay, so we're starting out December at a bit of a crossroads. So I feel like we have a relationship here that we're having either going to have a breakup or we're just having a really rough patch, and it's right at the start of December. So here's the thing, Cancer. What are you going to do about this? Honestly, the cards are saying if you're brave enough to let this relationship go, then I think you're going to feel a massive relief on the other side of that. So no, I'm not saying this is romantic. It could be a romantic relationship, but it could also be just a friendship or a family member or something like that. I'm being quite generic when I'm talking about relationship. Is it time? Is it time to let this relationship go? I think it might be, because I've got you, once you let go of it, if you're brave enough, coming out of the dark and into the light, and the Fool, which is, you know, trusting your gut, taking a leap of faith, and then all the cards around this are actually fairly good. So it's up to you. You don't have to do that. But this shows me that you've been holding out the reconciliation glass for some time now. And maybe it's just, it's too much now. Like, you can only go so far trying to sort things out with someone, or, you know, trying to reconnect, or, you know, I just feel like you're paying the price and the other person isn't really. So that's the start of December. Okay, let's get into the middle of December. So I still have you thinking and worrying a lot. My cups are in here a lot, so there's a lot of thinking going on. But that's probably just leftovers from last month, because last month you were doing a lot of that too. But as I head into the mid to late December, there's fatigue absolutely running rampant through this month after I get to about the middle of the month. So I have mental and physical exhaustion. You are absolutely running on empty. You've got nothing left in the tank. And I really want you to listen when I say this, because something is going on, something a little bit underhanded is going on behind your back. And it's really interesting because I think it's a work situation, because I've got my pentacles around it, and then I've also got my Queen of Rods, which means I've probably got someone here who is actually, they're not you really don't think that they're a bad person. They come across as a very nice person. However, they're very stubborn. And then I've got this sort of thing going on. So this isn't the same relationship I've talked to about in the first week. I'm coming through to the middle of the month now, and I've got this other thing going on around work. Now, I just want you to be cautious and a little bit wary around the middle of the month about what things might be happening around your workspace. It's very tiring, it's exhausting, and I just don't want you to fall into this trap, because you're going to end up sick. If you get too affected by this, you will end up getting a bit sick. Now, also when it comes to work, I want you to be wary and cautious of that situation, but just as I move past it, I've got an offer coming in around work too. So this is really interesting. So maybe that person is knowing that you're going to get an offer or something coming in, and they're a bit jealous, and so they're trying to drag you down a little bit. But I like this offer coming in, so I want you to take it. Yes, it's extra work, and yes, you're tired, but do you know what? I've got a lot of victories around this. I've got victories, and I've got more money in your coffers around that too. So I quite like what I'm seeing around this. The biggest thing is, if there's an offer of more work, or if this is even a new job, you really need to negotiate your time management and how that all works. Are they expecting you to do a whole heap of stuff in a short amount of time? Then just have a little negotiation around that, please. So also, I do want you to be very mindful of how much sleep you're getting. So because you're physically and mentally exhausted, you'd think you'd be sleeping really well, wouldn't you? Because you're so tired, you just go to bed and you just pass out for the whole night, and you just sleep. That's not what I see here. You're getting so fatigued that you're unable to sleep. So, you know, maybe you could get to bed a little bit earlier, or I don't know, have an Epsom salt bath before you go to bed, because they're really relaxing and they can help you sleep. You know, anything like that, anything that helps around your sleep routine. Maybe you're out of the routine, I don't know, but we need to get into more of a routine around that, just so that I've got you with enough energy to deal with everything else that's coming here. You know, Cancer, by the end of the month, I've got some money coming into you, which I really like. I like this money's coming into you. Feels like you haven't had much, but then all of a sudden at the end of the month, I've got some. So that's really nice, because, you know, well, it's Christmas and everything, so that would be nice to have some money. It's like a little Christmas present. I almost feel like something's happening, and there's a new beginning around money and family, and I just really like the end of it. It'll be interesting to see what's happening in January. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that, next year. But there looks to be sort of this curve coming at the end of December, and I'm really curious to see how January looks. Again, it's around money and family and victories around all of those things, which I'm loving for you. I am loving for you. There's a little bit of travel here through December as well. That's fine, just do that if you need to. But overall, I have got action needed on this relationship at the start of the month. Action needs to be taken. Middle of the month, I've got some interesting things happening with something at work and someone maybe being jealous at work. I want you to just ride through that, because then the offer comes in, and then you've got victories and more money coming in. So it's not a bad spread. It's actually pretty good. It's just a couple of little things that I need you to be wary of. I don't want you to be worried too much. And then definitely your sleep needs work. Really needs work, Cancer. So have a little think about that, and then everything else will be easier. We always function better when we've had a good night's sleep. Okay, so get yourself through to the end of December, and things are looking great after that. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.